Hey, I'm Ben.
I'm Rom.
Welcome back to the One Piece versus 4K podcast, where we compare the One Piece 4Kids anime to the Funimation dub, sometimes sub, and throw in comparisons to the manga. We are back today for episode 32 from my end. That should be 33 from your end, correct, Rom?
Yes.
Yes. And I'll get into the episode title as soon as we get started talking about the episode. But before that, what's been going on in the One Piece world, and what's been going on with you?
So in the One Piece world, we had actually, so we had a bye week the last week, but this week there is a new chapter out. Like there was like a chapter out that just came out. It was, I think, chapter uh 1014 or 1014, and the chapter was really good because one of the main characters, the main antagonist, he name dropped a very key name in the chapter. So, when he said his name, I think it shocked everyone. At least it shocked me because, I didn't think that this character would know of this person. But apparently he does. At least he knows of him, I guess. That he's like, oh, you're not him, or you're, and and like this person may still be that, but it's kind of weird. But yeah, it's just name dropping this person is like huge because we don't know how many people in the One Piece world actually know of this person's existence. Um, even among like the high profile villains, we don't know how many of them actually know of the existence of this person. But granted, due to the backstory of this character, it kind of makes sense as to when he might have like heard of him. So the chapter was actually like really great. Like I think usually it's like uh, I don't know. It might be that like every 5 or every 10 chapters, like we usually have like this huge bombshell because I think like they usually try to time it, but I think no, it's just kind of random like this. Like I think it was chapter either 1010 or 1012 or one of those chapters. It was actually trending on Twitter. Um like I don't think I was like doing so much One Piece on Twitter that it would be in my recommended. Like it was legit like just trending on like regular Twitter about this chapter. And sure enough, like when read that chapter, it was insane. So I was really excited about it. But yeah, no, and so yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, no, this chapter it had a lot of like great things going on. A lot of stuff is happening. One of the characters is kind of in harm's way. One character, we don't know if they're gonna live or not. So the One Piece chapter this past weekend, which was chapter 1014, was a banger, man. Like it was really good. It was a really good chapter. The episodes, it was also good. I was thinking that this would be the episode that they would go back into the future, but no, they're not in the future yet. But I do think this is it. Like I do think we're finally done with the flashbacks in the anime, and I do think next week we're gonna be in the back to the present because like because they kind of showed how this one character evolved into how he looks now versus how he looked then. So yeah, I think this upcoming weekend we'll finally go back to the present in the One Piece world. So I'm looking forward to that. And I guess like besides that, and this is something that we just literally talked about like right before we started this podcast. I think like yeah, we just wanted to send pay some tribute to Kentaro Miura, the manga artist for Berserk. Kind of like influenced a lot of like the up and coming manga artists. I think even um the person Isayama Hajime, or I don't know if it's Isayama Hajime or Hajime Isayama, the guy, the mangaka for Attack on Titan, he even like paid tribute to him. So so respects to his family, rest in peace to a legend. So yeah, just wanted to kind of do that. He actually died at like May 6th, but they announced his death on May 20th. So yeah, so just wanted to kind of like give a quick tribute off to that. So yeah, I guess like that's kind of what's been happening in the One Piece world and also the anime world. So yeah. Oh, also one other thing. I don't know if I actually mentioned this in the last episode, but this was like weeks later after the final chapter of Attack on Titan released. There were extra pages released, not in the official app. I think it was just on like like one of the YouTubers that I watched, Teching 101. He did like a recap video of Attack on Titan. He says that it was great that he did it late because there was new pages that were released. So I went and I read those pages, and
Wait, why were extra pages released? Were they leaked or they were just released for why?
I'm not sure if they were officially released. I don't think they're in the official uh at least like they might have been in like the official ones that they send out. Like the mangaka, sorry, the manga apps that I use to read manga is the Shonen Jump, which they don't release Attack on Titan on Shonen Jump. And they also release it on the Crunchyroll manga app, which is what I use to read Attack on Titan. And I don't think these extra pages were added onto that. And I mean, these extra pages that are released like weeks after, some mangas, it's kind of weird. Some mangas release them, then some wait like a few weeks and then release it. I don't know if it's because they want to see how the fans react to it or what, but like in the Crunchyroll, let's see.
Oh,
Oh,
so this is a thing. I didn't know
yeah.
that. I didn't know about this. Okay. So I guess they just that's the that's weird. Okay. I'm not the last manga I read was in 2009, so I'm not up on this digital age of manga.
Okay, okay. Oh, so it's like so when the last chapter of Attack on Titan released, there was like a time like like usually at the end of most series you usually have like a time jump into the future to kind of like see how everything is going. And Attack on Titan did I'm not going to by the way, I'm not going to spoil anything when I say what I'm about to say because I know you're actually looking forward to all that, so I'm not going to spoil anything. But like, so basically, when the final chapter was released, like in most mangas or series, like they usually do like a quick time jump to kind of show how like things are going since all the events of the series ended and like all that. So they do that. And Attack on Titan did have that in the final chapter. They did have like a time jump, like to a couple of years after, to kind of like show how the characters are, and then it ended with that. And you know, and I'm not gonna say anything about the chapter, um, but like you were thinking like that was it, and then he released some more pages like a couple of weeks later. I think it was like maybe 3 4 weeks later. I only found out about this like very recently, and the new pages that were released, it gave one part of the story more. There was more to one part of the story, like there was more
More
added stuff
closure.
to it. Not. Well, I mean, like the ending pages definitely had way more closure. Than
Okay.
what was released prior. I mean, like and this isn't to kind of like do anything with the ending. So the ending, they actually they had the initial time jump that I told you about. Where like you see how the characters are doing, and then the last few pages they actually jump further and further and further. Um, to kind of show like how everything's kind of progressing towards that. I don't know if like that those chapters were going to be released. I just don't know what the thing like what the reasoning behind it was. But like I don't think it's the first time I've seen it. Like I don't remember, but I think Rosario Vampire had something similar where there was that one ending, and then like later on they had like a later epilogue that they send, and this was kind of
Oh
like that
yeah.
later epilogue. I do like that they added this extra few pages to kind of go very like more into the future. I did actually really like it um, that they added these things in. So yeah, Attack on Titan. They did that, and I'm still. One thing I will say is that I did hear that this is purely a rumor. I don't know how factual this rumor is, But there is a rumor that like the anime may take their own way to the ending. Like they
Oh
may
wow.
change the ending in a way.
Wow.
And then if they do, I think manga fans will straight up tell you like, all right, which chapter to kind of start on because I mean the anime is
Yeah.
1-to-1 with the manga, so it's like it
Gotcha.
wouldn't be like too far
Okay.
that
Well,
you would have
that
to
would
start
be
off.
interesting. That would actually. I would actually enjoy that.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I do think yeah there is. I don't know how truthful this rumor is,
I
that they
hope this
will.
rumor's true because then we can go back to whatever episode I predicted this was going to happen. I could have sworn I brought this up that's what was going to happen. They were going to Game of Thrones it.
Possibly. I mean, like, I mean, with Game of Thrones, the TV show
You're
went
right.
with
The
their
thing
own ending
hasn't even
because
out exactly, but
it wasn't finished, but
yeah, but it
this one is
will.
finished.
Whenever it is finished, it's going to be different. I think everybody already knows that.
Well, yeah, I mean, because
Yeah.
like I don't want to compare Game of Thrones to this because
No, I know
like
because Attack on Titan's better, anyways.
yeah. So yeah, but it's different because Game of Thrones, it's like the series, the TV show ended before the series ended.
Yeah.
But with with the Attack on Titan, the series ended before the TV show is there. So it's like if they wanted to end it the way the series is supposed to end, like, they have it. If they want to take their own spin with it, it's possible to do that too. Um, I don't know. We'll see what happens when if fall 2022 or winter 2022, which is like 7 months from now. When that comes, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see when it gets pushed back.
Yeah. But yeah, what's been going on with you?
Uh oh, I gotta do a weekly check-in with how you are doing uh with the Mandalorian. You're still on episode 1 or 2.
Yeah, two.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, all right. I'm gonna ask you again next week whether we record or not.
Okay.
Where you're at.
Okay. Sure.
I I I I I I know 100% fact once you get done with season 1, you're gonna be like, wow, and you're gonna go directly into season 2. It's gonna be like the thing. It's gonna be like the thing you were talking about, how when you stopped Attack on Titan and then you were like, oh my god, I wouldn't have stopped it, kind of thing.
Yeah, with Attack on
It's gonna
Titan,
be
right where I stopped it is right when like things like
well.
just like
Okay,
turned insane.
I don't know if it's gonna start on the third episode or whatever, but I guarantee you, like maybe halfway through the season, which isn't long. I mean, there's only like 8 episodes, right, in season 1, I believe, or maybe 13. I don't know. Anyways, there's not that many episodes. At least halfway through the thing, you're gonna be like, why did I stop? But yeah, and definitely by the end of the season, you're not gonna be able to just stop there. You're gonna want to see what happens in season 2. And then once you get to the end of season 2, your mind is just going to be blown.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, thing is, like, I think this weekend is when the new Loki show is supposed to drop too.
Oh my god, dude, just finish. Don't watch Loki before you start before you finish Mandalorian, or finish Mandalorian before you watch Loki.
Maybe by the time I finish Mandalorian, Loki would have finished as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, then that would be the ideal situation, so you could just binge Loki.
Yeah,
I still
possibly.
haven't seen. Okay, well, my update is I still haven't seen the Winter Soldier. I just finished that was the show I constantly bring up on here every time, Mighty Ducks Game Changers. I just finished that. Man, that season ends off amazing. Oh my god, that is an amazing ending for the season. It I am so psyched for season 2. I don't know if season 2 is going to even happen. Honestly, I'm going to be pissed if it doesn't happen the way that season 1 ended. It seems like it's getting pretty good reviews and like the people are liking it, but I just kind of hope that they're not comparing it to Mandalorian and Falcon versus Winter Soldier, because there's no way that it would get that many views.
Maybe they'll do like a movie, and it was just a mini series that was supposed to lead
I'll
into
be
a movie.
freaking pissed, man. That show is so perfect for like it is a well executed show. They did not like even it's not like super Disney-fied, you know what I mean?
Mm.
Just like Mandalorian isn't and neither is WandaVision. It's like it's not a like a G-rated thing. Like they're not ruining it like they ruined Girl Meets World, compared
Okay,
to Boy
okay,
Meets
okay,
World
okay,
type of
okay.
thing. Yeah. So yeah. Um yeah, so yeah, fantastic ending on that show. Other than that, um I I um I started getting into Apex Legends. I guess before the stream you told me you broke your controller, so we'll have to wait about 5 months for you to play a Apex game with me.
Oh no, no, no! I was just joking. I have my controller. I have like a new controller now, so
A
I'm
third
good
new
to go.
controller
Huh?
or this new controller from last time.
This is like I don't know what if I ordered a new controller last time. I ordered a controller and it arrived like a few days ago. So I have that controller. It's fully working. It's fully new. I'm good to go.
Okay. Are you done playing Madden forever this time again?
um I don't know. This time it's like I'm
Oh, so
more
Madden wasn't the reason that the controllers that you had to get a new controller?
no, 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 no. I think I just have like this like I I I feel like I'm getting like calmer with my gaming where I don't get frustrated, but then like I'll get angry when I play pool. But no, no, I think like I'm handling this better as
Broke a
long as
pool
I'm running
stick
the
over the
ball.
weekend?
Huh?
You snapped a pool stick?
Pool?
Yeah, you snapped a pool stick.
No, I
Oh,
play pool on my I play 8 ball on my phone.
oh. Okay. I got it. Okay.
Yeah. And
Um,
you'd think that like pool is a game like 8 ball in your phone isn't a game that can get you frustrated, but man, it gets me frustrated sometimes. So I think it's just like the gamer rage. I don't know. But I feel like I'm getting better at it, but I don't know. We'll see.
yeah. Well, yeah, we should play Apex sometime. Um, I played like a couple of nights ago, and I was terrible. They have like a really cool mode now that's not like a well, I guess it's kind of like in Fortnite. They have a 3v3 mode. Um, that's not like the whole battle royale thing, and it's pretty cool to get like used to all the weapons and stuff and like all the movement. Um,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that was cool starting out.
I haven't played BRs in a minute. I'm not really into Fortnite anymore. Like, I tried again and like I just it's like, yeah.
Well, I mean, you might like Apex. Why I did end up playing some of the battle royale part with a friend. And I tried it like with someone else, and it sucked because like they weren't on a mic or whatever. Um,
Yeah.
but then I tried it with one of my friends, and dude, we actually won.
Oh, nice.
This is like my third game ever, like ever of Apex, and we actually won. And it was the funniest thing about it is we didn't shoot a single person. We didn't even see a
I
single
did.
person. We just won.
Oh wow, that's funny. I mean, I've done that in Fortnite before. I did the no kill challenge before.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, we weren't even trying. I was actually pissed that there was nobody that we even got to shoot up against. I'm like, okay, well, now we got to play another game because I didn't get to shoot my gun the entire time. Like, we didn't even see anybody. It was weird. Um,
yeah. Yeah, sure. We'll definitely have to play Apex. I played it before. I mean, so on the
oh, so
PS4.
you're a
So
veteran.
no.
Well, you played it before. I just started playing it, so probably better than me. Anyways,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, I, I yesterday, uh, I helped my wife with her final charity stream for the month, and we were able to raise $2,500.01 for St. Jude charity. And
Congratulations.
yeah, it
It's
was
amazing.
awesome. Yeah. The craziest thing happened last night at like 8 o'clock, exactly eight. Some we were getting ready to switch scenes
Hmm.
because we did a ice cream sundae challenge where you know people got to donate money to for us to put disgusting things in ice cream sundae.
Oh,
Um, I mean, we were desperate to try to get money to get our goal. But anyways, right before we started that, somebody rated us with 100 people.
oh, nice.
Yeah, so I mean, we already had at that point we already had like about I would say about 16 people in, so it was just madness. And like within like 5 minutes, like we needed like $131 to reach our goal of 2,500 by then, and within like 5 minutes, like five people donated, and we reached our goal.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Are you guys
and
gonna do another charity stream soon?
no, we're gonna wait till next year. I guess next year we'll probably do the same exact thing. So next year in uh shoot, what was that? I guess that was in I guess that was in March, at the beginning of March. We'll do a was that the beginning of March or the beginning of or the end of anyways, at the beginning of the year, we'll do a charity stream, another 12-hour charity stream for colon cancer awareness. And then I'm sure Laura's going to participate in this same St. Jude play thing next year, which will be in June, or I mean in May. So we'll be doing
Okay,
two
okay,
more
okay.
next year. I really don't want to do any more for until then because it is really stressful for me. I guess it's
Mm,
not as stressful for Laura, but it's stressful for me. Just like trying to promote it, trying to get people to come and everything.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel you. I feel you on that.
Um,
Um, yeah, it's like yeah, it is. Like I think when you guys did the first big stream, I think like we had to kind of like postpone. Like yeah, yeah, it's like a very stressful thing, kind of getting it all set up. Because you guys had the living room thing set up,
oh
right?
yeah, that was the crazy. That yeah, we didn't do that yesterday. I mean, we just used her streaming setup. So that was fine.
I guess just coordinating everything can kind of get stressful.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, with all yesterday was crazy stressful because we had. I mean, it was crazy how we got it all together. My sound still low? Can you hear me?
Slightly.
Oh, you said that earlier. Am I better now?
Sort of. I mean, I increased volume on my end,
Oh,
so.
okay. All right. Son of a whatever. Yeah. So, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying.
Charity
Oh yeah,
stream.
yeah, yeah. Yesterday was crazy because we had a second camera that we were using my phone as a second camera source. So I was streaming outside when I was cooking. Like we did like a cooking stream. Where I was cooking some veggie burgers and hot dogs on the grill, and then our ice cream sundae challenge was in the kitchen, but we also were streaming in the game room. So we had like remote cameras, and we were Bluetoothing. It was like a complex thing. Uh, so yeah, it was
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah, I bet, man. But yeah, you guys met your goal, and so
Yeah,
it's
now we're
great. So
completing.
yeah,
So yeah, I guess we should get into the episode here.
I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how Four Kids handled this episode. Because of
Yeah.
certain things that happened.
Okay, well, let's hope there's. I'm actually hoping there's some more censorship because I don't think I didn't notice anything that could be censored. But Yeah, so here we go. Episode 32. The title from my end is The Marked Marksman.
So the title from my end is 1 second. Yeah, it's like Usopp dead. When is Luffy going to make landfall?
Okay.
Or sorry, it's like Usopp dead with a question mark.
Yeah,
When is Luffy going to make landfall?
gotcha. Okay. Wow. Once again, great job, Funimation, and uh, who's the company that even puts out One Piece, anyways?
Uh, like I mean, Funimation is still doing the dubs, but like for kids and Toy Animation.
Toei. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Way to go, Toei. Once again for spoiling the entire episode in the title. Um,
Dude, I mean, the title is whatever, man. Like, the recent like intro music, like this is something that like a lot of people actually complained about, and I just wish that they would get rid of this. But like in the intro song, they have like a section where they actually give like a preview of what's in the actual episode. Like they show you what's gonna happen in the actual episode,
oh
and
my
I think
god.
people are like really mad because they're like, "Yo, you're basically spoiling the episode in the intro itself." And I think some people were mad about that,
They
but
just
they're
started
still
doing
doing
this.
it. Yeah, in the Wano arc, I don't think
Oh my
they did it prior. Um, in prior arcs, I feel like this is something new that the art the new studio is doing, and I don't feel like I remember seeing this in a Whole Cake Island, but this is something that they're doing in Wano, and it's like annoying a lot of people.
yeah, that would annoy the hell out of me. I'm annoyed now that you told me, and I'm not even invested in that.
Yeah, I mean, like, so the only thing, and like the
Because you can't even
intros,
listen to. I mean, you okay? I guess you can just be like. I mean, if you don't want to be spoiled, I guess you can just sit there not paying attention, but you still want to hear the song because like that's part of the anime.
yeah, definitely.
God.
I kind of like timed it where I know exactly where they're gonna go into the flashback, so I just, or sorry, they look into the preview of the episode, so I just look away.
Yeah.
Um, but like it also, it's not as bad as I think one of the intros actually showed like a future um crew member before they joined the crew. They just put them in the intro because I mean I guess like the manga already showed that they're in the crews, but yeah, they put it in the show's opening intro, and it like spoiled that this character was going to join the crew, and everybody was but yeah, I mean, like I think granted, by the time that aired, I think like 300 episodes already aired, so yeah, it's whatever. But yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So let's get into this episode. So
yeah.
the episode opens with Momu sailing towards Arlong Park, and Luffy and the crew are excited at the speed they are picking up. Luffy screams, "Hey Nami, we're coming!" All of a sudden, we see Arlong being cuts to Arlong being dragged back to camp. Thinking of okay, this part was weird. I guess he had some sort of like a flashback to it, explosion of sorts.
Oh,
Um,
this was in the previous episode where Usopp like shot him with like the exploding star, and it like
oh, that's what he was. Okay, it had
yeah,
like the scene was like so quick. Like I didn't. Okay, I gotcha.
yeah,
Okay, huh? That was okay. Yeah, that. Okay, well now I get it. I don't
yeah.
know why I didn't remember that though, but okay, that's fine. I'm losing my mind. Um, so, anyways, all of a sudden, he says, "Don't tell me you haven't found that needle-nosed human, and that they'll crush him when they find him." Then it cuts to Usopp running away from his crew as he runs into the bush and pretends to be multiple people popping out and hopping into the bushes into shadows. When one of the crew members jumps towards the diversion uh, that he's making because he's jumping in and out of bushes, like making different shadows. Um, Usopp performs what he calls egg star attack, and then right in their faces and hits them with an egg. And one of them says, "The yolk's on us." Is that what it's called in the Funimation? Is it called the egg star attack?
Yeah, I think it is something like that.
So
But
it
yeah,
is
no,
an
they
actual egg still?
yeah, it's an actual egg.
Okay.
But yeah, no, they didn't say the yolks on us.
Oh, they should have. That's perfect joke right there.
Actually,
Um,
yeah, this was something I was actually forgot to ask you last time. So how do the fishmen sound? Do they sound in like a pirate way, or do they sound like in a rough guy kind of way? How do they kind of sound?
I mean nothing like crazy for me to like say anything.
Okay, okay, okay,
Nothing like noticeably bad.
okay, okay,
Um, I guess they, just sound like pirates, I guess. Um,
okay.
yeah, Usopp continues to run until he reaches a cliff and then hides behind a tree. The tree's a little bit too small. Luckily, his bushy hair ends up looking like a nest, and a bird flies by and lays in, just perches in his hair, creating the diversion that he needed. Harlong's crew looks in that direction and then just is like, "Oh, it's just a bird on a branch." And then they don't say that, but that's what they see—a bird in a like a bush or a tree or whatever. And then they just start heading the other direction. Um, and then it cuts down, like down a cliff, like near where Usopp is, but a little bit off. We see some more of Arlong's crew members. This time, it's this blue guy with a huge, long snout, kind of looks like a seahorse. Asking some other guy, has he seen Usopp? At this point, Usopp tumbles down the cliff and he sees him, that member of Arlong crew, and that other dude who he was talking to, like the random villager, says he warns him, but it's too late. And that weird seahorse dude catches Usopp. I mean, at this point, I'm calling him that because we don't know his name yet. Um, back at camp, back at the camp, Zolo is shouting, "Come on, rubber boys, show up!" as he discovers Hachi nearby. Hachi says he's Hachi the octopus, but Hachi for short, and that he's an octopus merman. He says, "Shake hands with me, and you'll be busy all day," and asks if he's a pirate or a guest, to which Zolo replies he's a guest.
Hmm.
Hachi then says Arlong's not home, and he's out chasing the Needle Nose, whom Zolo realizes is Usopp. He asks where Cocoa Village is, and Hachi tells him, and that he'll take him in his octopod. So is this pretty much the same so far from your end?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely more like Toony on Euron. I mean, he is kind of like a funny character on this end too, where he's like, "Hey, what's your name?" And then he's like, "My name is Hachi." And
Hmm.
then like when he reaches Kokoyashi Village, taking Zoro on the pod, he's like, "Oh, I forgot to ask what your name is." And then Zoro kind of just hesitates, but then Hachin's like, "Oh, my name is Hachi," and then he then just goes off.
So yeah, yeah. So he doesn't say shake hands with me and you'll be busy all day.
No, I think he just said he'll like show him that he didn't. Yeah, he didn't say all those toony things. No.
Oh, yeah, yeah. They really cartoonized this. What they turned this anime into a cartoon. Uh,
Yeah, and so he doesn't say where are you, boy. He's like, where is Luffy? It's like so long, like it's taking some time to come over and
gotcha.
stuff. But yeah.
Okay, well, so far same. So then Arlong shows up and sees that his crew is all knocked out. He can't believe it and screams, "Someone's going to pay for this." One of the crews says that it was Roronoa Zolo, the pirate hunter. Arlong says that he's probably coming to claim the bounty, to which his crew member says, "You don't get it. The guy we already caught was Zolo." Um, then that seahorse looking dude shows up, dragging Usopp, um, and asks what's going on. Hachi brings Zolo to Arlong village and thanks him and heads off. Arlong then cuts back to Arlong saying, getting rid of Usopp would be a waste because he's so puny, and asks if he's Zolo's friend. At this point, Usopp is scared to admit it. Where At this point, Arlong says if he were Usopp, he'd want Zolo on his side. Um, to which Usopp says he can have him here soon. Just don't kill him. don't kill Usopp, that he'll get him there or whatever. Arlong says if he cars them up, Zolo will show up faster. One of the other crew members shows up and says Zolo's gone and that they think Nami is a double agent. Nami is then, seen listening in. Nami then walks in and tells them to stop it and to get real. And are they mermen or vermin? She then says, next time they make accusations, try thinking, and if they need more proof, they can look at her arm, to which she points to her tattoo. Arlong says she's right, but not to be hangry, and that it's been a good 8 years and that she's his favorite. Arlong then says they need to deal with Zolo and the pirates, to which Usopp begs Nami to help her. One of Arlong's other crew members, some big looking dude with pigtails, says Nami was suspect, or who had said, Nami was suspect, says that's a good rebuttal and that she's okay for now, but Usopp is toast. We find out that dude's name is Karubi, and he's not. And Nami says that he's not thinking why she should stop when she has she she's going to stop when she has enough money to pay the village anyways. Karubi says that it makes no sense why she'd even want to buy that dump, and that he had found a map in her room. So is this around the same thing that's happening?
Yeah. Up until the map, yeah.
Okay, so now it cuts back to Zolo and Cocoa Village asking everyone where Usopp is, and they explain that he's now at Arlong Park. So it's kind of like they just missed each other type of deal, the old
Mm.
trope.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
then cuts back to Karobi saying that it's a treasure map for Cocoa Village, and it even has X marks the spot on it. Nami calls him a thief, and then at this point, Hachi shows up, asking what happened. Arlong blames Hachi for not stopping this stuff with Zolo. Hachi says, yeah, if he was around, but he wasn't around, and next time he'll be around to stop this stuff. So, I mean, I guess just saying he wasn't there when Zolo was there. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
He basically talked about how he wasn't there, and then yeah, I think he kind of said that how if he was there, he would have stopped that guy, and then people were like, "Yeah, we get it, you weren't here
yeah,
when
but
he
he
was here
like
doing
keeps
this."
like yeah, but like the way he's saying it, like he like he's saying it like he's nervous, like and he's like super like that they're thinking that he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Kurobi asks Hachi what happened with Zolo, to which he says Kurobi asks Hachi what happened with Zolo, and at this point Hachi says he has no idea, but he did meet a swordsman who was a nice fellow before realizing it must have been Zolo. Zolo is seen running back, and Arlong says they just need to wait and let them find him. Hachi says if Zolo said he was a guest of theirs, if Zolo said he was a guest of theirs, and if he says so, he's a guest of his, whatever that means.
Well, that's not quite. I mean, like here, it's just more antagonistic. It's like, okay, well, we'll figure out what we should do with him. Looks like Usopp and Zoro are together, and yeah, that's kind of where it is at.
So it seems like they realize that Hachi is stupid, but they don't care, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think by now, like they know, like, oh, he's just like a. I mean, they've been together for more than 8 years, at least.
Yeah.
So like they know his tendencies by now, so it's like his stupidity is something that they would probably be like, oh, okay, well, I should Sachi.
But then why do they even associate with him? I don't know. I guess that question may be answered later, or it may never be answered.
I mean, like one, like the biggest thing is like one, like they're all part of the same pirate crew, and like
Yeah. Okay.
Hachi's also a fishman, so it's like they gotta take care, and like it's kind of similar to how like in the last arc when I forget what his name is, the guy who fought Sanji in the last arc. Gene or Geen. Like it's
Oh
kind of
yeah,
like
Gene.
what
Yeah.
Geen talked about how like even though like he like he has his things with his captain, like he's still, man, what's his name?
Full body or
Yeah. Is it full body? Well, yeah. Well, whatever his name is, like even though like he may have his disagreements with them, it's like they're all in the same crew, so it's like
yeah,
they're they're in the
but
same
that
crew, I
guy
guess.
more is talking. But that guy was like more like hardcore, saying that he should kill Gene. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's just one of those things where it's like when you're all on the same pirate crew, like you just kind of like there are certain characters, and you just kind of learn to live with them.
Yeah.
Because they did join your crew and all of that, and then yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, it just seems like, I mean, like with Arlong not being, a dick to Hachi for making all these mistakes, it seems like he's not as much of a badass his full body was.
Maybe. I mean, like the thing is, like, it would take a lot for a person to get kicked out of a pirate crew.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. So, anyways, at this point, Usopp says he needs to stir some things up. I guess he's saying that in his, yeah, he says this in his head. To which he pulls out his slingshot. Nami notices and slashes him with her extending stick, saying he'll ruin her plan in her head. And she says, "Stop and don't hurt Arlong." Usopp then says she's not earning any points after all she's done for them in Luffy. He says, "How could she double cross Luffy?" To which she says, "All she cares about is the money and that he blew it." Nami then grabs Kurobe's knife and threatens Usopp and tells her to say his goodbyes. Usopp begins to laugh, and Arlong is proud of Nami. Usopp pulls out his smoke star and flings it at Nami, causing a smoke bomb. Nami then whispers to Usopp to give her more smoke coverage and hand her the rubber knife now. Usopp then says, "Please don't hurt me." She stabs him with the rubber knife, to which Usopp pretends to get hurt and falls in the water. Arlong and crew begin to cheer as Johnny is overlooking and says, "Nami, how dare she?" She then mentions that So Nami then mentions that she switched back the knives. Arlong says, "Shake her hands," to which she hands him back the real knife. Nami then says soon she'll have enough money to pay it off and soon she'll be saying goodbye. She's saying that, in her head. Johnny can't believe, oh, no, actually, she just says soon I'll have enough money to pay off and she'll be saying goodbye. She says that to Arlong.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
yeah.
so before we get to Johnny, so was there blood? Did you see
No
blood?
blood. No blood.
Oh,
Because it
okay.
was a rubber knife.
Okay. Well, so they did a quick. They did like a like a quick swap, like a freaking Western man, because in the regular they didn't swap knives.
So there's
Um
no rubber knife?
no,
What?
no.
Man, I didn't even think that was censored because there's so many wacky things in here at this point that it's hard to believe when things are censored now. Because of I mean, Usopp is actually throwing eggs in both of the Funimation and the 4 Kids, so I can't tell anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean,
Did they switch knives or no? There was no knife
the
switching.
there was no knife switching.
Okay, wow.
Usopp tends to
Okay.
have some silly weapons in his
Yeah.
arsenal. That's just like the general thing.
I figured
Um,
he had like like they seemed this to be like one of his silly weapons was a rubber knife.
oh, okay, no.
That's what they were trying to make it seem like
Mm,
he had the
yeah,
rubber knife.
no, I kind of get why they would kind of feel it would be fine to do that, but no,
So
in
so
mine,
so she does stab him, but not she doesn't stab him in the area where he's gonna actually die, right?
in this episode, it's like yeah, she stabs Usopp, and there's blood everywhere, and he just there's like blood all over her, blood all over him, and then he like stumbles back and falls in the water, and they think she just straight up killed him, and she gives back the bloodied knife back to the guy, and like it says, don't like question me or something like that. But yeah, it's just like don't question my loyalty or something like that. So yeah, no, there was actual stabbing. Um,
But wait a second. Does she say to Usopp to give her more smoke coverage?
no,
Okay. Okay.
no,
Wow.
you just
Wow.
there. All the smoke is gone. They're in wide view. And she stabs Usopp. And like,
So she doesn't
it's
whisper anything to Usopp.
no.
Okay.
Usopp just says, "Nami, how could you? Why are you
Okay.
doing this?" But it's like her back is what they can see, but they do see like the knife gets like they don't see the actual stabbing, but like you see her back, and then you can hear the knife stab, and you see blood everywhere. So yeah, and then Usopp stumbles and then falls into the water, all bloodied up, and she also has like a lot of blood on her hands and stuff.
Wow. Okay. This is some master censorship. Great job for kids.
But yeah, okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
And yeah,
So
Johnny is like, I guess it's Johnny who's there.
yeah.
And he's just like, he saw what happened and how like Nami stabbed Usopp and how like Usopp like fell in the water, thinking that he died. And he just, yeah. So Johnny thinks, Nami straight up killed Usopp.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he thinks that too. In
Yeah, okay,
Four Kids.
okay.
Um. So Momu and okay, so at this point, Momu and Luffy's crew are still headed for Arlong Park, but Momu is starting to slow down. Yosaku says the cow's out of gas, and maybe Sanji should whip up some more beans. Um, but Momu changes direction slightly. So do they have a bean joke in the Funimation dub?
No, so basically, Yosaku like Momu got like his head like really kicked in. He thought the cow Sanji really beat the cow's head in, and
Oh,
he's
okay.
probably like drowsy or something, or he's like weak from all the beatings.
Oh yeah, okay, got it. Yeah. So Nami, it then cuts back to Nami. She's seen in her chamber saying, "Hang on, she's almost there," remembering Arlong taking her in as a child. Arlong is saying, in the flashback, says one day she'll be a great surveyor. Nami says after 8 years now, she really wants to go home as she hears the crash of Momu and Sanji's ship heading towards the forest Zolo is in. They hit Zolo and crash into a rock. Zolo screams, "Newsflash, that hurt you, dolt." Zolo or Luffy then says, "Where is Usopp?" Uh, Nami and Johnny, and Zolo says that they need to get going. Johnny then shows up screaming that Usopp is dead, and that he kicked the bucket and is swimming with the fishes, and it's all Nami's fault. So he doesn't say that Usopp's dead. He just says Usopp has kicked the bucket and he's swimming with the fishes, and it's all Nami's fault.
Mm,
Um, so pretty much that Usopp is dead. I mean, there's no other thing that you could say when someone's kicked the bucket. Um,
okay.
yeah, then Usopp is seen. At this point, we see Usopp running away on the beach, and and this is what he says in his head. Good thing she had his rubber knife.
Mm,
Or no, he says good thing that he had his rubber knife. So that's when he says in the Four Kids version that it was his rubber knife that he used as the trick all along.
okay. And that's the
Okay.
end of the episode.
Yep.
Yeah, so a few differences, and there's one thing I want to put. So yeah, Momu, he launches, he gets all scared, and you see the crash, and you see the ship flying out, and the ship catches Zoro, and it hits Zoro as it's kind of flying, and then it kind of crashes in some field, and then they're just like happy that they finally landed, and yeah, Four Kids actually went a little extra because I don't think I remember seeing Johnny run to them. I do think that's in the next episode. I don't think it's in this episode, so that's kind of weird.
It must have went
Eh,
extra just to make everyone at ease that Usopp wasn't dead.
Yeah, so here's the thing. So you know where you said at the end, where you see Usopp, like walking on the sand beaches, talking about how is he alive, is he dead, or something like that. Well, so like we also cut to that scene too, but we don't know it's Usopp. This guy is just walking in the beach, fully covered in a sheet, and then he's kind of thinking to himself, "Am I dead? Am I alive? Why am I walking?" or something like that. It kind of gives this vague aura where you don't know if it is Usopp. I think when I watched it the first time, the first few times, I'm like, "Who is this guy?"
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's like,
interesting.
yeah. So yeah, that's something that 4Kids definitely spoiled. But yeah, in the Funimation one, it's like you don't know who this guy is because from what you've seen, like Nami legit stabbed. It felt like Nami legit stabbed Usopp, and he fell in the water. So yeah, and then at the end, after Luffy crashes the ship onto the land, you see this guy just walking on the beach with two, like he's like draped completely in a towel. You don't know who it is. The face is completely covered up.
Wow.
And you're like, who is this guy? So yeah, that's where the episode ends on my end.
Okay, man, that's interesting. I wonder if in the next episode if they're gonna reuse that footage with him draped in a thing. We'll have to see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, that wow. Okay, finally. I think it's been a good while since there's been some censorship or like some huge censorship, other than like censoring blood
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah.
I mean, at the very least, at least they didn't change the weapons. They didn't make it like some weird weapons or whatever. I mean, rubber knife, sure. They didn't have to change much. I mean, it was still confusing. I guess I should have seen something, when she just hands him the knife that she's holding, and it somehow like you don't see the magical flip, the knife flip thing happen. It's just like she hands it to him.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Oh yeah.
that's interesting. Yeah, well, I'll look forward to episode 33 from my end, 34 from your end. But yeah, I guess that's it for this episode. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks.